But another stock you're watching right now, Josh, DraftKings getting a big pop on the back of their results.
Yeah, Kiko, another stock we got up after hours here, nearly 9%. And I want to hit a couple of the high-level numbers first. So DraftKings lifting their overall full-year outlook for revenue to a range of $3.67 billion to $3.72 billion. The prior outlook was $3.4 billion to $3.5 billion, so a big boost there. Also giving adjusted EBITDA guidance for 2024 in a range of $350 to $450 million for a company that has long been trying to reach full-year profitability. You cannot stress enough how important that number is. Now, taking a look at the prior quarter that they just reported, revenue coming in at $790 million. The street had been hoping for $702 million, so a beat there. And then you see also a beat on EPS. So the company lost 35 cents per share on an adjusted basis. The street had been looking for an adjusted loss of 67 cents. And Akiko, really the story for DraftKings over the whole year as the shares have soared throughout 2023 has been them taking more market share. It's really become them and FanDuel at the top of this sports gambling scene right now. And I think it's continuing to show in DraftKings earnings. Analysts were boosting outlooks on sales coming into this report, and they're still beating those sales outlooks. So I think it's been hard to sort of figure out exactly how dominant DraftKings market share is at this point, but they've got about 35% of that sportsbook market, according to Bank of America. So starting to have almost two top players at the top and a little bit of everyone else, it seems like.
Yeah, sure, and certainly a positive development for investors in DraftKings. But Josh, I'm curious because when you think about sports betting, one of the questions that's kind of been overarching the space is what that next lever is going to be. You think back to last year when there were new markets that were opened up in a significant way. What are those new markets that we could be looking at when you think about where sports gambling has already been legalized state by state, and where these companies, a company like DraftKings that already has dominant market share, where they can get that additional revenue?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. And when you think about legalization for this year, one of the key things is, so football season just started, of course, and most of this report doesn't have football season accounted for yet, right? So football season, it will be interesting to see if DraftKings can hold in new markets like, say, Massachusetts. And then when you look forward to next football season and sort of that next round of regulation in 2024, remember, California didn't pass last year. California is one of the top 5 biggest states in the country. Texas, one of the top 5 biggest states by population in the country. And Florida, one of the top 5 biggest states by population in the country. All do not have legal sports gambling, mobile sports gambling that DraftKings has access to. So that's one of the big top line levers that this company thinks they can eventually pull if we do see legalization, and that could come as soon as 2024. Now, of course, Akiko, the other side of that is as they open and market in those states, we're going to be talking a lot about profitability again, right? Because it's expensive to advertise and market in a big new state.
Yeah, I know one of those questions you've posed to the company before. We'll be watching that one closely. We should point out DraftKings up well over 8% in after hours on the back of their results there. Josh, thanks so much for helping break that down.